Hello, welcome back to Music Theory Logic. My name is Andrew, and today is going to be another one of my sort of rants, or I'm just going to get some stuff out there so that maybe there's somebody who's going through this, or this will help somebody, or perhaps it'll just help you to better know me. So I think I had talked about this in one of my Wish I Knews or my how I fell in love with music, some video in the past. But if you don't know, I lost my father to pancreatic cancer in August of 2012. It is now May of 2021. Don't be alarmed at how long that took me to come up with. It's actually May 11th. Tomorrow, May 12th, would have been his 71st birthday. So that's probably why I'm making this video, but I'm just wanted to talk about my experience with that loss and some things that I've learned in case this helps anyone out there. So first of all, when it comes to life experiences and, really sad things, can't really compare ever. Everyone I've ever met, regardless of what kind of stature in society they come from, has dealt with some terrible stuff. So this isn't this is no request for pity, and this is just part of my story. And my dad, we lost him in 2012 after a 5-year battle with pancreatic cancer, which was obviously like a terrible, terrible thing to witness. But on the good side of it, we got a lot longer with him than a lot of people have with their family members that succumb to pancreatic cancer. It's a very vicious disease, and 5 years is a really long time. And so we were able to build a lot more great memories. And part of the reason this loss was such a big deal, I mean, I feel like it would be a big deal regardless of your relationship with your parent, but my dad was really instrumental in my life, in the structure of my family, as many fathers are. So I was 23 when he passed away. I just graduated from college. He actually was able to hand me my diploma in May of 2012, which I'll never forget. Really cool experience. I got my degree in classical composition and music, so it led me to here. And my dad loved music, and that was a huge part of my exposure to music early on. And in many ways, his illness, as I think I talked about this before, but basically, I always liked music. I always enjoyed playing guitar more so than piano because of my instructors. Really, I played music I liked on the guitar, so I liked playing guitar more. But when my first experience with trauma, had a really lucky upbringing. Not really anything besides normal stuff bad happened until my dad was diagnosed with this fatal illness or terminal cancer. You don't know it's terminal until really it happens. But we kind of knew it, and really all I want to talk about is now we are, I'm past 8 years. This next August, it'll be 9 years since we lost him, and it gets a lot easier the further you get away from it. You have kind of some perspective. You can breathe a little bit more, but grief really comes in waves, and I think most people that have lost someone will kind of tell you that. I'm not making this up on my own, but I watched Jocko Willink. I watch a lot of Jocko Willink podcasts, or I visually watch them on YouTube, and you should check them out as well. Jocko, if you're not familiar with who he is, was a Navy SEAL, and I believe leader of SEAL Team 4. I really apologize if I got that wrong. But I know of him through Joe Rogan experience, and he's a really motivational guy. And as somebody who served in that kind of combat, really knew grief. And one thing he talked about was that it's like waves, and that as you get further away from grief, you can kind of see the waves crashing, but they're still going to crash from time to time. And I think birthdays, holidays, anything that you experienced or knew to do with that person will bring up those memories. So again, I apologize to my subscribers out there that are purely following me so they can learn about music theory and music production chops. Don't worry, we're gonna get back to that. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video because it's something I'm experiencing in many ways. This YouTube channel has been cathartic, and I've been able to talk about things that can hold me accountable. Or it's kind of like a public journal of some sorts, as crazy as that is. But yeah, if you have experienced some sort of trauma or the loss of a family member, whether it's recent or a long time ago, I'm sorry for your loss. And let me know in the comments if you feel like me that grief comes in waves. I think the further I get in life, the more I realize that the idea of like right and wrong is just silly with regards to how people deal with things or perceive things. We're such a diverse group of people, and like not just in like ethnically speaking, but like diverse in the way that we experience the world and emotions and what's important to us. And I think it's been interesting for me that like his illness pushed me further into music, and now I do this as a full time. So there's the beautiful thing that music really reminds me of my father, but sometimes it's also kind of a sad thing, especially when I have some sort of achievement, because that's another thing where you'd really love to talk to whoever you lost about said achievement, but you just got to have faith that whatever your faith or lack thereof is, that it's out there in the universe, and perhaps that person knows about it or whatever. But anyway, once again, my name's Andrew. Welcome to Music Theory Logic. If you haven't been here before, most of the time I cover music theory principles, music production, DAW stuff, but sometimes I like to digress and just rant a little bit. So hopefully that helps someone out there if you're deep in the trauma right now with the loss of a parent. I really encourage you to hold on and to do things that you know are productive and healthy for yourself, and that will really help. And that know that like there's nothing wrong with experiencing that. Like it is one of the most brutal experiences, like on the planet for a lot of people. But it's part of what it means to be a human being. So anyway, have a great day. I hope it is much more cheerful, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning into Music Theory Logic.